Hey, what's up? It's Tati. Let's talk about what happened today with CM Punk and AEW. So today, AEW had posted a press release about them firing CM Punk and how this was a unanimous decision. Tony Khan does say that he has some legal advice and also recommendations from the people who work at AEW about if they should let Punk go or not. Now, when I saw this, I honestly wasn't really surprised, but they don't go into detail as to what specifically happened that made them come down to that decision. You arguing or getting into a scuffle with somebody backstage is not necessarily enough to fire somebody. Things like this have happened in pro wrestling since the beginning of time. So this is stuff that happens a lot. It's just that it doesn't always make it to the media. However, during Collision, well, right when Collision started, here's Tony Khan, who is publicly announcing the firing of CM Punk. Now, they do the smart thing and don't have any audio from the crowd. They are in the United Center, which is in Chicago. So a lot of people definitely was upset to hear this. So they would have reacted negatively while he's giving this announcement that's supposed to be a good thing for AEW. So what really made me feel disappointed in this whole situation, even though I'm a CM Punk fan, is the fact that Tony Khan said throughout his years of being a wrestling fan and going to wrestling shows, this was the first time where he felt like his safety and the staff's safety and that his life was in jeopardy or something. Like something physically must have happened where he would be fearing his safety and everyone around him. So I'm not really sure what happened because they don't go into details about it, but they said, having legal advice and also recommendation from other people who work at AEW, they came down to the conclusion that they're going to let him go and that they have obviously a good reason to let him go. And honestly, this is really disappointing because CM Punk is someone who does help the wrestling world or whatnot. Unfortunately, there's been negative reports with his name or anything. Me personally, I don't do the dirt sheets thing. I absolutely don't like it. I prefer to hear from the source directly. And in this case, we got something from AEW where they were able to verify that, yeah, something happened and it was bad enough that we had to let CM Punk go, but we don't have the exact details of what happened. And right now in the internet, there's a whole bunch of conflicting reports on what specifically went down, but all of these things kind of contradict each other. So it's really hard to tell what exactly happened, but it's really disappointing. Now, moving forward, unfortunately, CM Punk did bring a lot of eyes and money to AEW as well. I was just reading something the other day about how CM Punk had the top selling merch for the month of August. And obviously, since he's returned, he's been selling t-shirts and all type of merch like crazy for the company. And I hope that moving forward, now that CM Punk is no longer part of AEW, that AEW try to treat the people that they have on their roster in a way that they can be able to do things as CM Punk was able to do for AEW, have great matches, be able to sell merch. Let's be honest, people that CM Punk is getting into issues with backstage, like Jack Perry. Who got a Jack Perry shirt? I have a lot of wrestling t-shirts. I never even thought about getting that. I'm not trying to flip this on Jack Perry, but it does seem like he's been problematic as well lately. So I don't know what type of, punishment or whatever he got going on. People have been saying that both Punk and Jack Perry has been suspended. AEW has not confirmed that, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I really do feel disappointed with CM Punk. This was actually a second chance for him to come back to AEW and have something really special. Now, we did have Collision that he was on consistently, and I did enjoy him on Collision as well. He has some great moments, and that's just only been 2 months now, and all that is over. To be honest, there must be some type of anger issue or whatever. But I do know one thing. When it comes to pro wrestling, there are a lot of big egos backstage. And men, regardless, whether if you're part of a wrestling company or if you work at McDonald's, if another dude is stepping up to you in some type of way, you're going to feel like you need to stand your ground and defend yourself. So I kind of understand that, but you still got to understand that you're in a professional setting and certain things need to be handled a certain type of way. And obviously he handled things the wrong way. He should have took it to Tony Khan and said whatever feelings, however he felt about what happened, instead of going out and handling things the wrong way. And I'm curious as to what the fuck happened that Tony Khan is saying people's safety was in danger. Like, what the hell? I honestly, I really don't know. But where do things go for CM Punk from here? No idea. I am kind of thinking that another company definitely would take him, but I kind of feel like he's done with the whole wrestling thing at this point, because I don't see him having a great reputation to even go anywhere else. Sure, somebody like Impact might want to take him because he would, no pun intended, make an impact over there, but I don't know if that's something that they're going to want to do because of all the negative press surrounding his name. Either way, I'm really disappointed, and I just hope moving forward, AEW use the people on their roster and make real stars, like how CM Punk was a star, so that they can be able to do exactly what they wanted from CM Punk, which is, you know, be one of those top guys. He got a lot of people on his roster that can be way at the top, and he's wasting them or whatever. And he tried to put an emphasis on getting CM Punk back, putting him on Collision, making him the top guy on Collision. And you know what? I understand why he would do that. Obviously, with the merch selling and all that stuff, he's a guy that people want to see, whether you hate him or love him. So I get that. But now, Tony Khan, focus on making stars out of people you got so that they can be able to sell t-shirts like CM Punk and all that stuff. And then from there, years later, we won't even be thinking about CM Punk because now you have a roster full of superstars. And that's what we want for AEW moving forward. I'm really disappointed about the whole thing. I was really looking forward to see where they were going with that Real World Championship storyline. I was hoping to see CM Punk and MJF going at it again, but unfortunately we won't get that. So moving forward, Tony Khan, you need to put your foot down on everyone that's back there so that you don't have all these negative issues tied into the word of All Elite Wrestling. It's just making you look bad regardless. Guys, thanks for watching my video. I just hope things get better for AEW at this point.